Nice to see you again. Come sit down here in my office. So before we get started, we talk a little bit about Dejero. Let's talk about why partnerships like the one between Eutelsat and Dejero are so important for these end-to-end solutions.
Yeah, absolutely. Having partners like Eutelsat OneWeb really helps grow out the ecosystem, and it gives you that additional reliability to have any available network to be able to work with you. So whether that's live streaming, or video transfer, whatever that may be, having the ability to be able to utilize partnerships like with OneWeb and having that low latency LEO satellite constellation really helps grow out that ecosystem.
So we had a comment that was made on social media that had said, you guys are blending LEOs and cellular networks, ... We should have been doing this a long time ago. 2 LEOs that we're blending, cellular networks, 6 in total. I mean, like, that is impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Being that broadcaster and being out there and like having, like I just mentioned, just having the available connectivity and being able to use whatever you have available is always like just gives you that robustness to having these live video feeds coming to you like we're doing today.
Mm-hmm. So smart blending technology is at the core of the EnGo 3X. Let's first go to the specs and then let's talk about what's so unique about smart blending.
Yeah, so we've got here the EnGo 3X, which is our multi-camera solution. So we're using that to stream 2 cameras to our booth and utilizing that, like we mentioned many times, the smart blending technology. So that we break down every stream into individual packets and utilize all the different networks that are available to us, and packet by packet making decisions on where to send that data and which links to use to send that data.
A lot of people, I think, when they hear blending, might not fully understand. I mean, a lot of people might use the word bonding,
sure.
And it's not. It's similar, but not quite there. Blending is the next evolution of what it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a few different products out in the market. So everyone knows the traditional failover. So you have one link. If that fails, you'll switch over to the other link, and within that time period, you lose all connectivity. Now with cellular bonding, it takes it to the next level, but you're dependent on flows. So your flow gets stuck to an individual connection. So be that one flow for video, one flow for audio, one flow for data. And if that flow was to be broken, it still would have some impact and some downtime while it switches over. Mm-hmm. Now, with what we're doing with this packet by packet approach, we're able to mitigate all of the issues that bonding has, and we've now called it the smart blending technology.
Mm-hmm. You had a chance to work on a super interesting project in an area where there is no connectivity, and it was for a golf event. It was a private 5G network. It was a very interesting workflow. Share a little bit about that with us.
Yeah, that was actually a really cool event. So we were with the release of 5G and the release of private 5G now in the UK and across the world. Golf courses are notorious for having poor connectivity in the middle and towards the end of the course. Generally, you don't see cellular towers in the middle of golf courses just due to the fact that the golf course won't allow it, right? So generally at the clubhouse on the edge, you normally have pretty good connectivity, but when you want to go further down and you want to start, rather than rigging cables and things like that, and you want to use wireless, we were able to stand up a private 5G network which our EnGos were able to connect to and still do the video feeds and lives back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a personal question now.
Sure.
What do you love the most about working at Dejero, and certainly what has it been like working with Eutelsat for IBC 2025?
I would say the best thing is all the people that I get to work with, like all the different technologies, the Eutelsat, and all the colleagues within this whole ecosystem. Mm-hmm. That's probably my favorite thing.
So you know what? This is our last live stream of the day. We want to give some shout outs, right? Sukh, shout outs to the people who have helped to make these last live streams possible. So let's start with Eutelsat. We worked with a number of colleagues in France, in London, and
even in Canada and kind of all across the world.
Yeah. What about our other friends who supplied us with some of the cameras?
Oh, yeah. So and shout out to Canon. Thank you so much for supplying us with the cameras on our booth and the one that we're coming to you live on today. Shout out to Vilrich for supplying us the tripods and and the tripods and a few lenses and things like that. So this wouldn't have happened without the partnerships that we've made throughout doing these things.
And I also want to do a shout out to the marketing team at Eutelsat, Jenny, and everybody there who worked with us to coordinate all of this. Marketing sometimes gets forgotten, but they're really a big part of making these demonstrations available so that you can see in action. So one last thing, Sukh, if people want to learn more, if people want to come by and say, hey, listen, I love your encoder. Hey, you're working with Eutelsat. Where can they learn more?
Yeah, so either check out our website or have a look on our booth or OneWeb's booth. So we're on 2B09. This is the outside area on 0A24. And then the Eutelsat OneWeb booth is Hall 1, A57.
Thanks so much, Dejero.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sukh.
Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. Guys, how fun is this? I mean, how many times do we have a chance to connect and demonstrate the power of technology to the world?